Hello everybody. I am here today, Friday, to do a video for COPD in memory of my dad and for friends that I know that have COPD. COPD is ugly. It's very ugly. COPD is a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. It includes a group of diseases that cause airflow blockage and breathing related problems such as emphysema and chronic bronchitis. COPD makes breathing difficult for the 16 million Americans who have this disease. And my dad was one of those. And their COPD awareness, their color is orange. So I am going to do this right here. It's by ColourPop and it's on the mango. And I hope I can create a pretty look with this color. But yeah, doing this, like I said, in memory of my dad. So I don't know what the shade color. Well, anyways, I'll just go into this first color here, the lighter orange. This is the first time I've used this palette. I haven't got any of my little deals on to catch any fallout, but that's okay. Yeah, my mother had emphysema, and she also had like congestive heart failure. Both of my parents smoked. Myself, I smoked. My sister, two of my sisters smoked. My baby sister, she tried smoking, but she didn't pick up the habit. But my other two sisters, they did pick up the habit. I was 13 years old when I started to smoke. I was in junior high. I'll never forget. I got caught smoking. And, well, I didn't get caught smoking per se by my parents. I got caught at school because there was a group of us kids that would go outside on our break in junior high. And I had actually taken a pack of cigarettes off of my brother because he smoked too. And actually he was the first one to quit. And he quit like years and years ago. But anyways, our principal, his name was, we called him Mr. Haida. I don't know his first name, but that's what we called him. But I was sitting out on the picnic table with a group of girls, and I had a little purse that I was carrying. And he, well, we were sitting, the picnic table was underneath like a pine tree, like a Christmas tree for shade. It had pine cones and such on it. And my brother, he smoked Winston's. And, but I had taken a pack of his cigarettes and had put them in my purse and went to school with them. But whenever Mr. Haida come out there and told me, well, caught me with the cigarettes, and he requested to look in my purse, and I really didn't think he had the right to do that, and I still don't think he did, but that's neither here nor there. I just showed him. He asked me where I got them. I said, well, I'm carrying these for my brother. and he knew my brother. So, yeah. Anyway, I didn't get in trouble. I was just told not to be smoking. And so that was that. And then thereafter that, we would all go over to the alley, which was across the street, and smoke. Well, my mom caught me smoking when I was 16. And she smoked. Both my parents, like I said, they both smoked. And I'm going to go in with this darker orange here. Right, this one right here. But yeah, I was at home one day, didn't go to school. And this was when I was in high school, when I was 16. But I didn't go to school, and we had a camper. My dad had a Chevrolet truck, and there was a overhead camper on it. I don't think, it was in May. School was getting ready to be out, but I think Mom let me stay home because school was getting ready to be out, and she wanted me to help get the camper ready for camping, because we camped a lot. That was so much fun. I loved camping, and I still do. I would like to get me one of those vans that, you know, that's got the bed and stuff in it and everything. I think that would be so neat to, you know, it'd be not, it's not an RV, but whatever. But anyways, my dad had got, well, actually he didn't get really sick until after my mom passed away. Yes, he would get up, both of them actually would get up every morning and, you know, cough up a lung, and he would tell, well, he didn't know I smoked. He didn't know I smoked until I was like 18. My mom hid that from him, and, you know, I didn't want my dad to know that I smoked, and, you know, but anyways, He found out I smoked when I was 18. And he wasn't bad then. Neither of my parents were bad at, you know, with their lungs. They were, you know, clear and all that. And it's just really kind of weird how that works, you know. I mean, it's a creeper. I mean, um, my dad was a really active person, and my mother was also, but she also had other problems. Like I said, she had congestive heart failure. But Dad, you know, he was very active, and, you know, he was like, he could go underwater for a very long time. He done a lot of, well, his job involved, you know, a lot of exercise and stuff like that, you know, with doing things. He worked for the city water department. He was the foreman. And, you know, he really didn't have to do all this stuff. He could have had, you know, the people that he hired do this stuff, but he got right down into the job with them and everything. And before he got the job at the water department, he worked at the smelter, which, you know, was, you know, with cadmium and all that stuff like that. But anyway, in 2005, my mom passed away of a massive heart attack. And it was, I don't know, my dad had, you know, it was, you know, my mom was the love of his life. And after she had passed away, he kind of, you know, he would go out to the cemetery every morning that he got up. And, you know, he was retired by then, and they had done a lot of traveling. Oh, I went in with this kind of burnt orange on my lower lash line, on half of it. But they done a lot of traveling. They, you know, always like to go to Vegas and stuff like that. And after Mom passed away, I guess he really knew that he wasn't well. I didn't live in the town that I live in now. I moved back here whenever my mom and dad started going downhill in their health, to help take care of them. I had lived in the town that we go to get our Starbucks, which is Ponca City, Oklahoma. And my other sister lived in Cherokee, Oklahoma, and I was the only one that wasn't actually married, because I had gotten a divorce. And anyways, I would drive back and forth from, you know, Blackwell to Ponca to go to my job, and Mom had got real sick and was in the hospital, and Dad, he would spend the night at the hospital with her and everything, and it really wore him out. and he really needed to come home and rest. And so I volunteered to stay a couple of nights at the hospital with my mom. And yeah, and let me find this stuff here I need. I hope this is going to work. I haven't really tried this yet, but I'm going to right now. Alrighty. But anyways, after she had passed away, you know, he didn't have her there, you know, for, you know, his companion or anything like that. And he was very heartbroken, which we all were, but, you know, he was married to her, and, you know, for over 50 years. And I mean, I could only imagine what he felt like, because, you know, I wasn't married very long. Well, I was married long enough to have 3 kids by my first husband, and then I got remarried and had my 4th child. But after Mom had passed away, he started not really doing very well. And I'm going to go in with this Glimmer shade right here, that's a shimmer shade, and see how this does. I'm not sure how dried down that is. That works really pretty good. Anyways, he started getting really bad. He would wake up like in the middle of the night and would go driving around. He would like get up at 3 o'clock in the morning because he couldn't breathe. And he was on oxygen, and he had one of those little round discs that you know, you suck it in, and it was like a steroid or something or other. And he was a very stubborn man, very stubborn man. He did not want to go to the doctor or anything like that. And we had to really, you know, buckle down and tell him, Dad, you really need to go. You really got to go. Well, we finally got him there, and he was in the hospital here in this town, which I don't advise because they were going to let him die. Anyways, I talked to a nurse come in, which was in pulmonary, and she said there was this place over in Enid, Oklahoma called LTAC, that they had like a rehabilitation. And Dad had not smoked for like a week been in the hospital. He had had the patch on and everything, and, you know, did not smoke. And we all of us siblings had agreed to, you know, let him, you know, to put him into the rehabilitation in over in Enid at LTAC. My sister, she lived in Alene, Oklahoma, which it was summer. I understand that. I had a job, but she didn't have a job. But I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to get into that right now. But anyways, I went on ahead and told my boss that I really needed to take this time off to be with my dad. He was going to be at LTAC for a month. So my son, my youngest, because the other kids were, you know, grown up and, you know, married and stuff like that. But anyways, I and my youngest went there with him, and he was there for a month. He had his room, and they had an apartment in this place we went, which was LTAC, and he had a great pulmonologist. He was so awesome. His name was Dr. Whitson, and I'm pretty sure he's still alive, but he got diagnosed here a while back with cancer, and I think he recovered from that, and I'm not sure if he's still in, you know, the business of, you know, helping people, but he did help my dad. And my thought on this is whenever my mom passed away and he was alone, I mean, yes, he had us kids, but he didn't have his wife. But after, well, we extended his stay for 2 months. And, you know, I would come home every now and then, you know, so my youngest son could go play with his friends. I mean, there was no sense in him having to be there all the time like I was. And, you know, my other siblings, they would come and visit and on the weekend and everything like that. And it took, you know, he finally got to where he was able to come home. And, I mean, he showed them that he was okay and everything. You know, like I said, my dad was stubborn. And anyways, when we got him home, I mean, before he come home, we went in and we cleaned the whole house, washed down the walls, got all the cigarette smell out of there that we could, and you know, we shampooed the carpets and all that good stuff. I mean, they did, and yeah, I did help, but you know, I was in the hospital or at LTAC, the, you know, rehabilitation place. I mean, they had rehabilitation for everything there. But yeah, he was home for probably about 2 weeks after that. And I was having my car worked on. Okay, I'm gonna put this setting spray. It's the Tarte Maracuja setting miracle spray mist or whatever, but anyway, we ended up, well, the guy was outside working on my car, and my dad became very, I would go in to check on him, But he got very incoherent and lethargic, and I wanted him to go to the emergency room and be transferred to Enid, to the hospital there. And I called my brother and told him. He was at work, and that they were gonna, we were taking Dad to the emergency room so he could be transferred to the hospital over in Enid. And yeah, I'll never forget that as long as I live. But we got him over there to the hospital. Let's see, I'm gonna put on this liner here. It's, I don't know, maybe I'll do an orange liner. No, I'll do this black liner. It's called Dear Midnight in the Blackest Night. But anyways, he was in the hospital up there in Enid for, I think we took him up there. Well, he was there for a week. So he passed away. We were all there. They had him comfortable. They had him on morphine so he really wouldn't, feel everything that was going on. I mean, I know he had to feel what he was feeling. But all of us kids were there. The grandkids were there. But he took his last breath at a little after 1 a.m. September the 23rd of 2007. And I'm putting on this Nude Stick mascara. It's by Nude Stick. Anyways, like I said, it was a little after 1 a.m. on the 23rd of September that he took his last breath. And, I just want everyone to know, and I don't want to, be preachy about, you need to quit smoking, because I'll be honest with you, I did not quit smoking after he passed away, or my mother. And as a matter of fact, I didn't quit smoking until 2014 in March, on March 6th. And, yeah, that was a very hard thing to watch. And I knew I didn't want my kids to see me like that. And I tried, and I will be very honest with you, I did try to quit smoking. And it was such a hard thing to do. And, you know, and I could still possibly come up with, emphysema, COPD, any kind of respiratory problems. I quit in 2014. I have not smoked in 8 years, and next year in March, it will be 9 years that I have not smoked, but I quit. I tried the patch, but I was allergic to the latex on that. It really bothered me, and I'm going to put on this. It's called Orange Fizz by Bite Beauty. I've not ever used this, but I am today. And it really don't look like orange, honestly. But, it is hard to quit smoking. I mean, I think that is the worst drug out there, and they need to make it illegal, to be honest. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't ever want to smoke ever again. Yeah, this Orange Fizz did not go with the look, but it, like I said, that was the color that I thought it was, and I should have just not done that, but here we are. This is my look for COPD Awareness Month in the colors of orange, which is the color for COPD awareness. And I want to thank all of you that have watched this, and if you're new to my channel and you like what you see, the content of my videos, I would love for you to subscribe and become a part of my channel. And I didn't mean for this to be long, but it is. And I would like for you to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment, because that sure helps me. And yeah, just be aware of, COPD. It's very, like I said, 16 million people die from it every year. And it's really not a pretty disease at all. But yeah. So I guess that is enough, and I shall see you in my next video. So thank you very much, and see you later.